Hello, hello, hello. This is Patricia, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and more specifically here in Alaska. And today, I believe we're on our third video featuring the Plentiful Plants stamp set and dies. But before we get started on that, these are the two catalogs that have just come out, August 3rd through September 20th, or excuse me, September 30th, 2021. And then the mini catalog, which started the same day, even though it says July, it started August 3rd, and it goes through December 2021. If you do not have those, or if you do not have the annual catalog, and you do not already have a demonstrator, I would love to be a demonstrator for you. And if you would like to request those catalogs, then I would be more than happy to send them to you. Now, the Plentiful Plants is on page, you know what, I have already forgotten what page it's on, so I'm going to look it up real quick. It is on page 81. I knew that. I just had displaced that in my memory. You know how that is. Okay, so here is the set. We're going to look at the sets and the dies here in just a moment. These are some cards that have been already produced and are excellent, excellent starting points for you. I am just showing you some more. And if you buy the stamp set and the dies together, then you get a 10% discount. And I just used this one. That's why it's out. And I'm going to use this one. Now, the sentiments in this set, a little note with the biggest thanks. So wonderful. You were there and I'm very grateful. Thank you to a dear friend. Love you. You touched my heart. And so very much. So you could use, you touched my heart so very much, loved you so very much, etc. Thank you so very much. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so the card we're going to make today is going to start out like this. And we've got our card base. It is half a sheet of an 8.5 by 11, cut in half at 8.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. And so we have already done that. That's kind of card basics, but if you need help on that, please don't hesitate to ask. Then we have a Just Jade that is 2.5 by 5.5. So it's exactly the length that this is, and we are going to, that our card base is. And so we are going to put some liquid glue on there and put that down. We want to match it up to our edges the best we can. Now, you'll notice on this, with that little bit of wiggle room, I can move that just a little bit. But you see how I've got a teensy little bit over there? So, I'm going to turn my card to the back so that I can see that. And I don't see my snips, so I'll just use these. And I am going to cut that off. You know, it happens sometimes with the best of intentions. It's hard to see past my camera. There we go. Okay, cut that off, and that's just garbage. You know, you have garbage, right? All right, and then I like to put my stuff back as soon as I can, or I lose it in all my conglomeration of stuff. By the way, you will notice that I have a whole bunch of cut out pieces here. I'm not even sure if you can see them all. There you go. See those? I'll move it back. Hopefully I didn't make you sick there. Okay, and I like to do that when I'm getting ready to start on a card. It's a lot of fun to cut out all the parts and pieces, and this will make a bunch of cards, not just a card, and then I can start putting those together. So then I have a piece of DSP, and this is from the set that matches this. So let me pull this out, page 81. See, I remember it this time. if I go back to page 81, and I can see this DSP. DSP means Designer Series paper, and it's got lots and lots of, it's an amazing set. But the colors are Cajun Craze, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Garden Green, Evening Evergreen, and Gray Granite. And so that helps you if you're going to use that DSP, like I said, Designer Series paper. If you're going to use that Designer Series paper, it gives you an idea of the colors that you may want to use in designing your own card. Now, here's the thing. I hear lots of people say, well, I'm not creative. I don't know how to design cards. You don't have to. There are so many YouTube videos out there, and we create them and we share them with you because we want you to copy them. Now, does that mean you can't change things and make it your own? Absolutely not. Change it and make it your own. If you want this is to a dear friend. If I want a thank you card, if I want a birthday card, if I, change the sentiment. Even if that's all you change on it, then don't worry about it. So this is my Designer Series paper, and it is 4 by 2 3/4. And I am going to use my seal. See, there's the back of that paper. I am going to use my seal on this. I have told you in other videos that if I'm using Designer Series paper and it's possible to use my seal, then I prefer to do that. Sometimes, if you're a little extra generous with your glue, and I do love, I call it the green glue. Let's see, I want to line this all up just so. There we go. It is this Tombow Mono liquid glue. But if I use that, it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But if I use it when I have Designer Series paper, then sometimes it gives me troubles. It doesn't like to, it gives little ridges where the glue is. So now that I'm going to put cardstock on cardstock, though, I can go back to my glue. And I'm going to put this, oh, I'm forgetting to tell you the colors and sizes, so let me go back to that. I've got those together. So this bottom one is Evening Evergreen, and it is 4 1/4 by 3. And the Cinnamon Cider, the brown one in there, is 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. Okay, so then we're going to take this and we're going to use, where are they? Here we go. Here's my dimensionals. And so I'm going to put one in each corner, which is generally what I do. Plus, look at this. We're about to be to the end of another paper, and we get to use the edges. And there we go. So I'll put a couple in the middle. Okay, then this is what I was saying the other day. Have you seen, see, I can't even do that. Have you ever seen Brandy Cox? She uses 2 fingers to do those. Did I get all of them off? Well, I guess I did. Okay, and then I'm going to put that a little down and right in the middle-ish on both sides. Then, because I've already got my DSP down, I'm going to put a shelf that's cardstock, but I can go ahead and use the glue on it because it's the DSP is already down and about right there. And I am going to put it on the edge of that DSP. I could come, wherever I want, but I really like this because it's going to be a shelf for my plants to sit on. I really kind of want it to be on that. So then, in this set, I've already stamped and die cut these. If you do not know how to do that, please ask, and I will be sure and let you know. And then I'm going to put some plants on here. And I think we will put these 2 behind. So I want my planter here so I can see sort of where I want my plants to go. something like that. And I'll put this in front. I think I'm going to put some dimensionals on that top one and likely on the bottom of my planter. Then I think I want this planter, and I'll put it something like that. I want to put them close so they seem to be part of the same thing. And then I'll put this maybe like a cacti or something. Okay, that works for me. That's what I'm going to do. So I think first I will put my, I'm going to put, I don't even want to put glue at the top of that. Where are my dimensionals? Okay, so I already used all of those. So what I'm going to do is come along here and snip some little pieces, however long I want them. I'll use that little bit longer one to go on the bottom of my planter, like that. And I might put another piece just above it, like that. Okay, I'm not even going to put anything at the top because I'm going to put these back behind it. So then I'm going to put my planter on here, something like this, and then I'm going to put glue on the back of these. Now if you look very carefully, that is a little bit of all the way cut through. So I want to be really cautious with my glue. I don't want it coming through, and these are super small, so I'm just barely putting anything on there. And then turn that over and something like that. Put some more on the back. You know, I could just put a snip of seal. Yeah, that worked really well too. Okay, so there we go. Those two are down. I'm going to put this in front of that, and I am going to put dimensionals on that as well. I've already got one. I need a couple more. So I'll put one on each leaf. Give it, you know, when you put dimensionals on there, what it does is it gives shadows on your card. See how I've got even from the, sorry, my babies are barking. See how I've got a little shadow from that, even just that little bit of a stem there. And it really makes a difference. It makes your cards look more like real plants. Obviously, everybody knows they're not, but that's okay. That's okay, we can pretend. Okay, and then here I'm going to put another couple of dimensionals. And of course, I didn't cut. A lot of times what I do is just go around and cut the whole thing, so I don't have to keep coming back to cutting. Okay, so put a couple of dimensionals on there. Pull my backings off. And I want to place it just so that it's the little handle is in front. I sort of want them to be on the same plane so they look like they're sitting on the same table. And then I'm going to put another dimensional or two on the back of this one. Maybe just one. Doesn't need more than that, does it? But I will still slip it behind. There we go, something like that. And then I think I want to pull this leaf. No, I don't. I put that leaf down. But by rolling that a little bit, I've given that some texture. Okay, basically our card is done. I cut this out. You know, I don't even remember what set it's from, but I had a whole bunch of these cut out, just like I've got a whole bunch of all of these cut out. And so it makes it easy, because when I'm ready to do, I forgot, lost my lid. When I'm ready to do a sentiment, all I have to do is pull out the sentiment, the block, and ink. I know it sounds like a lot, doesn't it? So this is Evening Evergreen, To a Dear Friend. And I thought seriously about putting this at an angle, but I think we'll go ahead. So straight down and straight up. Oh, looks perfect. And then I'm going to put dimensionals. Of course, I just put them away. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. I better cover this up, or I'll be putting my hand in it, just like I almost did. Okay, pull all of these off. Come on. They don't want to come off. Okay, and to a dear friend. Now this time, I think I'm going to put the edge under my, or do I want it on top? No, I want it under my pot. And I do want it over the edge here. Matter of fact, I'm going to move it up just a smidgen bit. I always have to use smidgen bit in every video, don't you know? And there we go. How cool is that? Now, I have talked many times about you want to do something on the inside of your card. So let's pull out our, let's see, what do we want to do? I think we'll do this one. I like that. So let me show you what this is going to look like. Put that on there. I think I did this one last time too. For the inside of my card. It must be my favorite inside. Alright. So I am going to put, can you see me? I'm going to put one here. Yeah. And one, now I could put an, yeah, I think I will. Last time, I think I put one here and one down here, but two at the top. Oh, that works. Whoops, we don't want to take that one with us. And then, as I have said, of course, many times, we want to be sure we decorate our envelope. If I have an envelope here, I do. Whoops, and I just closed my stamp pad. Okay, so I'm going to put the same thing on there. And I'm going to put it down in this corner. Straight down, straight up. And I think I'll put it on the back as well. And straight down. Give a good press. And straight up. There we go. Nice. Done. How easy was that? And there we go. We have a card, and we have the envelope, and we have decorated the inside of our envelope, and it's just fun. Isn't that awesome? Quick and easy. Now, it did take some time to cut out all the pieces, but, you know, it's something that's easy to do when you're sitting in front of the TV or watching a video or, you know, like a YouTube video or something, and there you go. Done card. Thank you so very much. If you have enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, I would love that. And click the bell that is beside the subscribe button. And if you do that, you will get notifications when I put out a new video. Thank you so much. You're very appreciated, and we will see you next time.